Welcome back to the 47th Annual San Francisco Pride Parade on Coffee TV, presented by Kaiser Permanente. Rise and thrive.
You know, I love our San Francisco Pride Parade. This year's is more enthusiastic than ever. We've gone through several enthusiastic contingents, and now we're coming up to the Gavin Newsom group. He's our Lieutenant Governor of California, a big contingent walking with him. And I think we see him there. Is that him right there, Gavin Newsom?
That is him in his convertible. And
I wouldn't mind if he does become our next governor. He's running, I know, so let's give him a shout out. That's Gavin Newsom. He was instrumental when he was mayor of getting the marriages legalized here. So he is certainly one of our advocates and allies.
That's right. He defied the law. He
did.
As a city,
back to resist, right?
broke the rules, and he allowed for marriage equality to happen here. Of course, those licenses were voided and annulled, and we went through. But that, in my opinion,
it took an act of defiance.
Yes, it's. Oscar's got an interview for us. Oscar.
Hi there, I'm here with Mary from the Southwest Asian and North African Bay Area Queers. Tell us a little bit more about your great organization and all the beautiful flags we see behind us.
Well, we actually sewed these flags together from the regions of Southwest Asia and North Africa, also known as the Middle East, a couple of years ago for Pride. They go in order of the direction that the sun rises. So there was a lot of thought that we put into the flags. Some of the countries have changed their flags since we made them, but there's always political turmoil everywhere. So you can't stop yourselves from getting out for a parade like this, though.
Well, it's great seeing you. What a beautiful message. Thank you so much. Happy Pride.
And it really does turn
back to you guys.
It really does turn our attention to the world too. We always admit that we live in a bubble here to some extent. There are still injustices here, but on a national, international scale, there's so many things to pay attention to. And this flag reminds us of all the countries where it is either illegal or punishable to do the very things that we enjoy every day in San Francisco.
I should note that if you saw the fabulous gentleman in the heels and the skirt, he is speaking at the main stage for San Francisco Pride. That is Mesam Sotogari, and he was detained during the president's executive order of banning travel from those of what he says Muslim countries, whatever that means.
He's going to be speaking on the main stage.
He's going to be speaking on the main stage. He's going to talk about what happened. He's a legal immigrant here, actually an asylum seeker from Iran. We're very proud to have Mesam with us.
We need to remind people too, this parade is just one of the activities this weekend. Yesterday in the Civic Center, there was a whole celebration of all kinds of things going on. There's food, there's entertainment, there's music, and it continues today in Civic Center. So that's where the second part of this whole celebration happens. We've got the parade, and then it ends up in Civic Center with all the parade contingents showing up there, and a huge party at Civic Center. In addition to the continue we just saw, we have Tricone here, and this is another uniting of several countries speaking up about immigration and speaking up about the fact that there are things happening in other countries that we wouldn't dream of happening in the United States. We think we have challenges here. These are challenges on a much more basic level, and I love that they're here with us in our parade. Thank you, Tricone, for representing. All right, here comes a float that we just have to sit back and enjoy. This sounds like they've got great music. They've got a lot of color. Let's enjoy Blue Shield of California. watching our coverage because they know the things we look for in this parade. A great sound system, which several floats have already had. Balloons, bubbles, all the things, confetti. So far we've had all of that. And here comes the San Francisco Police Department uniting with other police departments around the area, saying that law enforcement is here not to do anything but protect us and make sure we're all safe.
Well, you mention this every year, Donna. You do a good job of talking about this, but there was once upon a time in which the police were not our friends, or friends of the LGBTQ community, and today they're walking with us as allies, as part of our community.
And we are part of the police department. I know several people who are part of the police department or other law enforcement agencies. We are truly united under the same cause. There's our new chief of police, smiling and walking with us. Got some of the police commissioners there as well. I think I've told you before, I do this special thing. Whenever I see the police guarding us for one of the street festivals or the parade, I thank them because they are really there to serve. That's their purpose. So thank them when you see somebody in the middle of one of these demonstrations or a street fair or anything in San Francisco. They're there to help.
I'm loving the energy. This is what it's all about. We wait for this every year. This is it's my favorite time of the year. It's like LGBTQ Christmas or something.
And I'm still like a little kid. I tell you that when I see the flags go up on Market, there are flags all up and down Market Street. All the Gilbert Baker created rainbow flags. It tells you there's something happening. It go up in the 1st of June, and then all through the month we see them. And they go up in front of businesses, people's houses. It really unites the entire city behind this one cause.
It's the 47th annual San Francisco Pride Parade and Celebration. It's beautiful here in San Francisco. I am excited that the weather is kind.
I see some blue sky coming. That's good for some people. It's got a little scary for us. We'll see what happens here. It's been cool so far, but it's going to warm up, I'm sure. And it's always been warm as far as enthusiasm for this parade has been.
San Francisco is one of the largest Pride celebrations in the country, and you're seeing that today. You're seeing people come out and support, as well as celebrate, as well as protest. This is what Pride is about. It's a platform for all of our identities to be included.
Oh, wait a minute. Here comes some bagpipes. I know some people love this. Let's listen in. Irish Pipers are leading us into the next contingent. We have the Mayor of San Francisco, Ed Lee.
The mayor did something a little bit different this year during his flag raising, and it's the flag raising of the LGBTQ flag.
We raise the flag at City Hall, we do.
We do that every year, but this year it was a little different in that he also had a Gilbert Baker commemoration that was given by Supervisor Ed Sheehy.
Hi, everybody. I'm here with San Francisco Mayor Ed Lee.
Give us the
Mayor, this is not your first time in San Francisco Pride, but why is it different this year?
You know, there's a little bit of apprehension because we've got so many areas of our country where people are being oppressed. And we need to be the beacon like we've always been in San Francisco. And reminds us, 50 years ago, Summer of Love was in San Francisco. People are welcome, inclusive, and we need to keep that shining light for the rest of the country. Thank you. Pride, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Let's spread the love. Let's resist with love. Thank you.
Okay, Mayor Lee, I want that hat. I love that hat. And I love your enthusiasm. I know the mayor's got his Jeff Sheehy button on there because he appointed Jeff to the city council recently.
Speak a little bit about Jeff. We've heard from Supervisor Jeff Sheehy this entire weekend, and he spoke at your brunch as well, Donna. Do you want to talk a little bit about Jeff Sheehy?
Well, Jeff Sheehy was appointed to District 8, which is the Castro district, primarily part of the mission, and he's carrying on the mission of Harvey Milk, who represented that district years ago. Finally, there was somebody not just outside, but at the table. We had a place at the table, and we will always have that as far as we're concerned in San Francisco. You're seeing on camera there the San Francisco Fire Department. You know, all the agencies are represented here. I don't know that any other city would have that. We've got the police department, the sheriffs, the fire department, and it's really great to see. There's Joanne Hayes-White, the chief of the fire department. We always love seeing her in the parade. Sometimes she jumps the fence and says hello.
This is so great.
Now, when you see some of these contingents go by, it might be the police department. A lot of those people are actually police officers and their families that walk with them. In this case, it's the fire department. Lots of lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender members of the fire department and their families, their partners, and they are full of excitement.
Happy Pride!
Smirnoff.
There are lots of ways to go up market. We're seeing winged people now. We've seen people on skates. And this is the Giaggio Smirnoff contingent with lots of enthusiasm.
They need to bring some of that enthusiasm here. I need a celebratory drink.
There we go.
Look at the thighs on the guys walking on those huge stilts.
It's almost like cheer us up. No net still here, but they're doing well.
So Donna did mention earlier I'm stepping off, and although I would love to sit here and co-host with you throughout the entire parade, I've got to go make sure everybody is celebrating and having a good time up at main stage.
With as much as you've got going on as the President of Pride this year, we thank you for being here for this short time, and we kicked off the parade together as we will again and again. Thank you, Michelle Meow, for all the work you're doing.
I should say I'm excited for who we have as your co-host.
It's a surprise. Who's it going to be?
That will fill in for me, and that's Gary Virginia. He was a former board member.
Fabulous. All right, I'll see you soon. Thank you. Let's thank Michelle Meow.
I love you, my work wife.
We're going into a huge contingent here. This is the Mark Leno contingent. Let's enjoy their music.
told me when I was young, we are all superstars.
What did I tell you? If you have a great sound system, you're going to be in this parade. You'll be covered. This is the PG&E contingent. They're very enthusiastic. I've got my new co-host with me here, Gary, Virginia. We'll be back with so much more of the parade. Get ready, Gary. You're co-hosting. We'll be back in a few minutes.